Now, things are going to get a bit zany here, so I hope you can stay with me on this, okay? Now, Dr Froctor Sproctor is a person I invented when I first started working as a casual school teacher. I went to my first school, a Catholic school. I pretended to be a German who had just come to Australia. So I got my first class, I marched them in, sat them down, folded my arms, looking very stern, and said to them, "If it is a work that I put on the board, you won't get the attention. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?" And they nodded. "Sir, what's your name?" And I hadn't prepared a name. I honestly didn't think I'd get this far. And the only thing that went through my mind was Dr Froctor Sproctor. So I wrote Dr Froctor Sproctor on the board, and they burst into laughter. So wanting to keep the role play going, I turned around on the heels of my feet, pretending to be greatly offended and glaring at them, said, "Und what are you laughing at?" "Oh, sorry, sir, your name, it just sounds so funny." And I was so into it, so wrapped up in this role play that I was spraying little saliva bubbles all over the students in the front row. So they were leaning right back and freaking out, because teacher germs are not pleasant germs to have on your person. So I said to them, "This is rude of you to laugh at my name, yeah? I wouldn't laugh at your name, no matter how funny it sounded. It's a bit rude of me to do this." And they thought I was who I was pretending to be. So I'm thinking, this is really cool, I'm going to go with this. I did it for 5 days at that school and everyone thought I was a German. But after 3 or 4 minutes, they were doing all the work, and so I said to them, "Because I've been the good boys and doing all the work, and the good girls, I will now do the impersonation from the person overseas. And you got to tell me what country I'm from when I do the impersonation. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?" And 30 students laughed and smiled and said, "Yeah." "I say, jolly good show." "Oh, sir, you're an Englishman." "Das ist good. I'm the Englishman." To be sure, to be sure, to be sure. The shamrocks where I live are absolutely beautiful. That's what I be thinking. "Oh, sir, you're an Irishman." "Das ist good. I'm the Irishman." "My friend Willie's a big Jesse." "Oh, sir, you're a Scotsman." "Das ist good. I'm the Scotsman." "You're very good at this, aren't you?" And I did all these impersonations, and then one boy said, "Sir, you're not bad at that, but can you do an Aussie accent?" And it totally threw me. I wasn't expecting them to ask me that. So I stood there like a mullet or a wallaby caught in the headlights late at night and just stunned. And then after about 10 seconds realised, hang on a sec, I'm an Australian. Of course I can do an Aussie accent. So I pretended I couldn't do it and played them along and played them along. And after probably 3 or 4 minutes, some of them were on their hands and knees with their hands together begging me to do this Aussie accent. So I agreed. I said, "You can't laugh." They lied to me. Can you believe they lied to me and said they wouldn't laugh and they did? So I cleared my throat. "Oi, how good is this? Do I sound like an Aussie or what?" And they went, "Wow, he sounds just like an Australian. That's amazing." It was very funny. Look, I'm a stand-up comedian. I just can't help myself when I'm around kids. I've got to have fun with kids. In my first year of school teaching, I was in front of a class and another teacher was there and she was getting the class, as I was observing her teaching style, to come out the front and present their poster papers to the class. And this little girl, bless her little cotton socks, a gorgeous Year 7 student, came out the front, held up her poster paper of an octopus. "Good morning, Year 7. My assignment is on the octopus. The octopus is an underwater organism that has 8 testicles." And all the boys in the back row are going, 8 testicles? I didn't know an octopus had 8 testicles. Did you know an octopus had 8 testicles? No, I had no idea. 8 testicles. What sort of a crazy animal is that? I had a book signing at Bondi in Sydney last year at the Westfield Shopping Town complex, ABC shop. I've got in an elevator, only one in the elevator, press the door close button and the door closes. So quietly I couldn't even hear it. I remember thinking, wow, that is a great piece of engineering. Whoever made that door, they're a quality engineer. And then I press the floor button, elevator starts, and suddenly it stops again. But the door doesn't open. So I'm thinking, of course, I'm stuck in an elevator. So I press the emergency button. "G'day, look, it's Michael here. I've got to go somewhere. I'm in a bit of a hurry. I'm stuck in an elevator. Can you please send someone to get me out?" Complete silence. Well, I've just about totally lost it, haven't I? I'm in this place on my own, stuck in this elevator. I'm almost screaming into this microphone, pressing this button, and suddenly I hear a noise coming from behind me. What is that noise? So I turn around, I couldn't believe what I saw. There's a second door to the elevator and it's completely open. But no one's prepared to come inside because there's a complete lunatic screaming in this microphone. And who would blame them, of course?